morning, dear hearts. We've made it to lesson 199, and it's a really amazing and favorite lesson. So, you know when you go to the movies and before you actually see the movie that you paid for, there are all of these trailers. I think they used to be called more coming attractions. Today's lesson is a coming attraction. It is the mantra that will be used as a tool for our mind to once and for all free us from the enslavement of the ego. And it is, I am not a body. I am free. And it's a coming attraction because in 2 days, we start our final review for part 1 of the workbook. And as I have hinted several times along the way now, this is going to be a central thought. This is going to be our mantra in every single review lesson. It is almost sing-song when we get to it. It's a rhyme, and maybe very nursery rhyme-like, but it is going to help those pathways in our brain, in our mind, to go deeper and to know once and for all that indeed I am not a body. And because I am not a body, I am free. The reason I'm free, because of not being a body, is that the body is a limit. That's how this lesson begins. It says freedom must be impossible as long as you perceive a body as yourself. A body is a limit. Now we know the body is a limit. We see it. We see it all over because we know that bodies can't join. As much as we try, we'll bump up against each other. We do that a lot, but we cannot really join because only minds can join. So therefore, I must be mind. We all are mind within mind from mind. And we are, as God created us, God did not create bodies, so we are part of the mind of God. We've heard that before. Then the lesson says the mind that serves the Holy Spirit is unlimited forever in all ways, beyond the laws of time and space, unbound by any preconceptions, and with strength and power to do whatever it is asked. The mind is invincible. The mind has no limits. The mind is not contained, but the body is. And this lesson tells us that fear can never enter a mind that has attached itself to love, that has attached itself to God, knowing its own real truth. And this is one of those lessons that is essential. It is essential for your progress in this course that you accept today's idea and hold it very dear. And we remember that this is a required course, but the time in which we take it is voluntary. This lesson is essential to our progress. This is a required lesson. We must know, we must finally realize that if I see myself as a body, I am going to experience pain. I'm going to experience being imprisoned and not being free to fly with God, to fly with the Holy Spirit, to expand all of these thoughts that are bubbling up within my mind. I would be contained because I would think they could only be expressed through the body, but they're not. They are in my mind, and my mind can join with yours and yours with mine, and so on and so on and so on, so that one perfect, whole, beautiful thought can be used to save and free this world from the imprisonment that has been placed upon it from the ego. The body now will be given over to the Holy Spirit. It says the body disappears because you have no need of it except the need the Holy Spirit sees, which is for us to become this vehicle, for us to become a tool to be used to help forgiveness be extended to the all-inclusive goal that it must reach according to God's plan, and only God's plan for salvation will work. The lesson goes on to say, cherish today's idea and practice it today and every day. And of course we will, because this will be the central thought in our practicing for our final review here, that I am not a body. Remember that lesson that I say is engendered, is encased in every single lesson that we ever have, which is the learning, the truth, the acceptance that I am as God created me. So this lesson too, I am as God created me. I am not a body. God, again, did not create a body. The ego made the body, but God created his holy mind extended to us. We learned this today and use the body only for the Holy Spirit's purposes, to extend forgiveness and help in God's plan for salvation, that we all are unbound, that we all find the peace that we have not only been promised, but again, it's our inheritance. It's here for us. Here, pick it up, take it. It's what God wishes for us. God's peace and joy are mine. I take that up today when I realize that I am not a body. The lesson says, be you free and carry freedom as your gift to those who still believe they are enslaved within a body. Be you free so that the Holy Spirit can make use of your escape from bondage to set free the many who perceive themselves as bound and helpless and afraid. And we extend God's peace and blessings to all of those that we meet. And if we look at them and see them and they seem to be asleep still, we extend God's love and the blessing and the prayer that they too will awaken to know their freedom, so that can go out and extend to others as well. This is our plan for salvation for all of the world, to find that freedom and give it away. I give as I receive. I have received God's peace and blessing. Angels are bowling. I have received God's blessing. I have received God's freedom. And now, in order for me to keep it and know it, I give it to you. And I give to you the same awareness that I have been given, that I am not a body. I am free. God's Son will weep no more, and heaven offers thanks for the increase of joy your practice brings even to it. And God himself extends his love and happiness each time you say, I am not a body. I am free. I hear the voice that God has given me, and it is only this my mind obeys. So, bask in that knowledge that you are no longer identified and limited as a body, and realize that indeed you are free. So that's it for today. I hope this helped. I love this lesson. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please pray. Please be here tomorrow for our final new lesson in part 1 of the workbook. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Namaste.